Get this thing moving. And then from here, let's go out, let's go in. Nice and smooth. Out and in, let's hit some twists. And then one more time, choppy feet. Out and ins. Twists. Ha, ha. 3, 2, 1. Open up your stance a little bit. You're gonna push your hips back. You're gonna give me a good hinge. Reach your arms out in front. You're gonna stand tall, little booty squeeze at the top. Reach your hips back, stand tall, little booty squeeze at the top. Getting a good hinge, making sure when you go back you find your hamstrings. So get your weight shifting back, extend your arms. Little booty squeeze up at the top. One more time. Big reach back. Little booty squeeze. Coming down to a half knee. I'll go this side. Some big windmills here. Hand coming outside the knee. Squeeze the downside glute. Exhale, you go up. Rotate your chest towards it. Around and down. 3 big ones. 2. 1 more. Open around. 3. Switch up. Arm's gonna come outside the knee. Exhale, you're gonna go up, open, around and down. 3 big ones. 2. 3. I'm gonna grab a little mat action here. From this position, we're gonna go out to the side. If I have my left foot out, I'm gonna put my right hand on my right hip, my left arm up. I'm gonna slide my hips and then hit a little side bend here. So we're trying to get a little side bend, and then I'm using my right hand to drive my hip kind of down and in. Working into my adductors, into my groin here, and then do the same thing on the other side. Maintain a little bit of tension through your core, and just slide the hips. 3, 2, 1. From here, I'm gonna take 1 foot, I'm gonna bring it up. I'm gonna keep my hands nice and low. I'm gonna drive my elbow to the floor. Then I'm gonna go both hands down and rock my hips backwards. So it's gonna be down to the ground for 1, backwards for 2. One more time, down to the ground, and then back. And then we'll do that same thing on the other side. So I'm gonna bring my left foot up. I'm gonna drive my left elbow down to my instep, hand down, rock back. 3, 2, 1 more. Yes, yes, yes. And then lastly, we're gonna go from a little high plank position into a pigeon. So you're gonna bring your leg up and underneath. Reach your arm forward and across your knee. Come back to high plank and then switch up. And let's do about 2 per side here. So you're in your high plank, leg comes up and underneath, and then you're reaching out in front of that knee. One more time, leg up, and then reach. Alrighty guys, so our warm up, we're gonna be working a little downward dog to a bear. In our downward dog to a bear, I wanna make sure that you're getting a good 1/1000 pause in both positions. So you're gonna pause when you go up, then you're gonna pause when you drop back down. So it's gonna look like this. You're gonna set up in your bear position, you're gonna lock this in, you're gonna go up to down dog, then you're gonna drop down, pausing 1/1000 here, pausing 1/1000 here. When you flatten into that bear, do a good job of bracing your core, keeping your abs tight. And then when you drive all the way up nice and high, you're gonna pause and you're gonna squeeze in this down dog, locking out your quads, getting a big stretch through your hamstrings and your calves. And then, I'm gonna bring this over here, we're gonna be doing a little single leg sit to stand. So if you have a chair, if you have something to sit down onto, what you're gonna do is you're gonna begin seated, and then from here, you're gonna use your arms a little bit to kind of rock forward, and then stand up. Sit all the way down, stand all the way up. If you wanna make this more challenging, you're just gonna try to kiss your butt to the bench. So without sitting all the way down, you're gonna do a butt tap, and then stand back up. In the beginning, it's fine if you sit, rock, and stand. If that is still too hard, then you're gonna need to elevate what you're sitting down onto. So add like a pillow or something to kind of raise the height of that seat so that it's not quite so low. Starter today, it's going to be 35 seconds for the downward dog combination with the bear, and then 25 seconds per leg with the sit to stand. 3 rounds, 35, 25, 25. Cool, cool? All right, let's knock this thing out. We're gonna start on ground. 10 seconds and we're going. So I'm gonna set up from here. I'm gonna get into my bear position. Then I'm gonna go up and back into my down dog. So I'm in my bear. I'm gonna drive my hips up and back, big stretch, maintaining core tension as I transition in both positions. 1,000 here high, lock out, 1,000 here when I get low. Maintaining a good flat neutral spine, actively pushing through your arms, pushing your heels into the ground, squeezing your quads when you go up into that down dog, and then getting nice and flat and tight at the bottom of that bear. All right, single leg sit to stand. I'm gonna begin seated, and I'm gonna do my left side first. Arm is up, leg is up, stand up. Work on your balance here. Sit down, bang, stand up. Control it coming down. Powerful coming up. All right, so when you sit down, imagine like you're sitting down on some broken glass, so no plopping. You're gonna sit down with control, and then bang, all the way back up. Ooh, that felt good. All right, we're gonna do the same move. We're just gonna switch legs. So, root that foot into the ground, so using that foot like a claw. Ready? Sitting down real gentle, and then explosively driving up. You're sitting down on broken glass, and then you're standing back up powerfully. Control, yeah! Whew. And then as you get good at this thing, you just start speeding up just like always. So you groove it for 1, and then you raise that intensity up for 2. All right, we're gonna do this thing again. Back onto the ground. Bear into our downward dog. Let's do a good job of maintaining good tension through our abs the whole time. So holding 1,000 here, up and back, holding 1,000 here. 1, 1. A little core stability here, a little posterior chain hip mobility on the back end. So lock in the abs when you drop to bear. Stretch the hamstrings and the calves when you hit the downward dog. Pause, pause. Think about actively pushing through your arms as you drive into that down dog. So working on the end range, shoulder flexion. Feeling good. Another thing you could try is if you're struggling with that single leg, you can use a little bit of a weight for a counterbalance. So I'm gonna extend the weight out in front of me, and I'm gonna use this to help control my descent, and then also allow myself to use my heel a little bit more. So as I drive my heel into the ground, that's gonna help me recruit my glutes a little bit more of those big, powerful posterior chain moves, and help me with that a little bit easier. All right, so switching legs. Let's do a good job of rooting our foot into the ground. Start with the weight into your chest if you're using it. Extend it away as you sit down. So driving the heel into the ground, powerfully standing back up, doing a good job of keeping your balance. All right, so we don't want to be wobbling around at all. Control, yeah, control, almost there. Good stuff. All right, one more quick little round for our warmer-upper. Just getting off the bus and hot today. Rocking and rolling. All right, down dog to bear. Let's get nice and tight. Here we go. Locking out, stretching. Lock out the abs here. Back is flat. You shouldn't be rounded. You shouldn't be extended. And then push through your arms. Drive your heels into the ground. Squeeze your quads. And then flattening back out. See if you can keep your abs tight from the bear and then into that down dog. See if you can feel tension in your core when you drive your butt up in the air. So holding both positions for a good 1 count. All right, last one for our sit to stand. You hard bodies out there, if you're ready for it, you're just gonna try for the little butt tap. All right, so my left side's a little more challenging. Let's see if we got it this morning. Ooh, use your hands as a little counterbalance. Reach your leg out as a little counterbalance. All right, keep your weight evenly loaded on that downside foot. So think about your big toe, your pinky toe, and your heel rooting into the ground, creating some stability. All right, that's warming up, feeling good. All right, same deal, opposite leg. Last one for our warmer-upper here. Root the foot into the ground. Here we go. Control it coming down. Power coming up. Control it coming down. Power coming up. Ha. 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 Almost there. Woo! All right, moving on. We're gonna be doing a 6-round piece here next. It's gonna go 20 seconds, 20 seconds, 20 seconds. There is no rest between those 20-second bursts. We're gonna do a swing, a right staggered squat, and a left staggered squat. 20 seconds of each move, all right? Move my little mat out of the way. Once we finish all 3, then we're gonna take a nice 30-second rest. So you're gonna grab a kettlebell, you're gonna grab a dumbbell, whatever you feel like working with. Your first position is gonna be your swing, so you're gonna open up your stance here a little bit. All right, we're gonna do a good solid swing for 20 seconds. After our 20-second swing, you're gonna pop the weight up, and you're gonna have your feet into a staggered squat, so my right foot's gonna be slightly in front. 80% of my weight is gonna be on my right side. I'm gonna let my left heel come off the ground. I'm gonna drop right into a kind of a staggered right side squat for 20, and then I'm gonna transition right into a left side staggered squat for 20. So there's gonna be no rest between these swings and the staggered squat. Swing, right squat, left squat, and then rest. 20, 20, 20. All right, so I'm gonna set the clock here. Ooh, baby. 6 rounds, 20 seconds apiece. On the clock in 10. We're gonna start with our swing, transitioning into our squat. Ready? Pike it back, snap through. Nice and smooth. Keeping that bell high as it drops kind of through the hip. Two, 1, good, it's up, stance is staggered, right into the squat. Eighty 80% of your weight's gonna be on your front leg here. 2, 1, transition, left foot in front, keep going. Woo! All right, 1 round down. We're gonna take a 30-second rest here. And we're gonna do that again. Oh man, they got me a little winded. That's what you want though. All right, so this is a little bit of endurance work here, guys. A little bit of endurance work. So if that didn't get you winded at all, bump your weights up a little bit. All righty, bump it up a little bit. All right, guys, we're back on the clock. 2, 1. Here we go with that swing. Snap through your quads. Squeeze the glutes. Hard exhale at the top. Keep that bell nice and high. Two, 1, clean it up. Right leg in front. Load up into the right leg. 80% of your work is done on the right side when the right leg is in front. And then when the left leg goes in front, you're gonna switch so that 80% of your work is done on your left leg. Notice my foot is not way back here, all right? So if my front heel is on a line, my back toe is on that same line. So just slightly staggered. It's not a big split squat or anything. Ooh, good stuff. And when we hit those staggered squats, your width of your stance is the same as a traditional squat, except one foot is back. Your posture is going to be a little more vertical, but you're still pushing back into your hip as you drop down into that squat. All right, so think about loading into your hips as you're dropping down there. Alrighty, 2 rounds down. 2 rounds down. I'm gonna come from this angle right here. Here we go, swinging through. Snap the quads, squeeze the glutes, hard exhale. This is a lower body exercise. If you're feeling your shoulders are burning out, you're not using your legs enough. Oh, I'm starting to get a little sweat going. Almost there. 3, 2, 1. Switching our stance up. Posture. Pull yourself into it. Load up on that left side. Woo! Coach is getting quiet. All right, 3 rounds down. 3 rounds down here, guys. 3 rounds down. 3 to go. 3 down, 3 to go. If that weight isn't not challenging you, find a little heavier weight. All right, let's go to work here. Round 4. 1. Here we go, round 4, snapping through. Bell stays high. Squeeze the glutes at the top. Two, 1, pop it up, stagger the feet right to it. Switch up. Come on, keep going. Keep working here, y'all, come on. Woo! Woo! Man, I'm working over here. All right, we've done 4. 2 to go. 4 down, 2 to go, hey, hey. 4 down, 2 to go, hey, hey. Let's keep working hard, let's push ourselves. Let's work on those transitions, nice and seamless, from one move to the next. Here we go. Ha. Work on your breathing. Work on snapping through your legs. Work on finishing with the glutes at the top. All right, stagger the feet. Load up in the front leg. Whatever leg is in front, that is your working leg here. You're just using that back foot for some balance. All right, not to do the work. Load up on that front side. Woohoo! All right, one set to go. Feeling good? One set to go. One set to go, and then we're gonna be working some straight upper body work coming up here next. All righty, so a little lower body work, a little upper body work, all good. All good here. Last set. Last set will come from a little angle. 2, 1, here we go. Get them going. Feel your weight shifting back into your hamstrings as you load into your swing. Drive your heels to the ground, finish with the glutes, snap the quads, hard exhale at the top. Stagger the feet, right to it. Smooth. Load up on the front leg. Come on, push yourselves here. Smooth transition. Load up on the other front leg. Right to it. Woo! All right, good stuff, guys, good stuff. Coming up next, we're gonna be doing our upper body work here. So upper body work, we're gonna be doing some rows, some push-ups, and some band pull-aparts. All right, so you're gonna find a weight you wanna use for a single arm row. Then you're gonna be finding a band. And then lastly, you're going to be using a bench or even the ground for your push-up. So you get to decide, do you want to go from the floor from your push-up, or do you want to elevate your hands up onto something? That's up to you. Rounds are going to go 20 seconds for each of these. Boop, boop. Let me double check that. Sorry. There you are, yes. 20 seconds for each piece of work here. So 20 seconds for a row. We're gonna row on the right, 20-second push-up. 20-second row on the left, 20-second push-up. And then we're gonna go band pull apart, 20 seconds. 4 rounds, 20 seconds per exercise. That's all she wrote. Well, then the core, obviously, at the end. All right, we're gonna start with the right arm row. So on our rows today, I'm gonna be using the bench to kind of post off of. If I'm pulling with my right arm, I'm gonna put my right leg back. I'm gonna flatten my spine out a little bit. And when I pull, I'm pulling my elbow back from my hip. All right, so our rows are coming back this way. Push-ups I'm gonna do right from my bench, nice and smooth, 20 seconds. Then we'll be switching arms, hitting the row on the opposite side, right back to push-up. And then lastly, finishing with our band pull apart. Bang, bang. All right, so that's the deal. 20 seconds apiece, let's work hard. Let's work hard. Starting with the right arm row. Backs are flat, core is tight, elbow coming back for your hip. So you're moving back this way. I got a little bit of daylight between the side of my arm and my body. A little bit of daylight is good. Just make sure when you pull that weight up, you're not coming up like this, but you're going back for your hip. So drive your elbow back for your hip. We're gonna take a little rest. I'm gonna stay put. I'm gonna do my push-ups right off this bench here. So let's get our body in a good straight line. Find the push-up position that's gonna give you the right amount of challenge. Ready? I want you to imagine your hands are on a sheet of paper, and as you lower down into the push-up, you're gonna rip the paper in half. And what you should notice is your arms should fall in about 45 degrees. All right, you should lead with your chest and explosively push yourself back and away. Good, short little rest. And now we're gonna switch up our row. So now I'm gonna be pulling with my left arm. I have my right leg in front. I'm gonna post on my right hand here. All right, nice athletic stance. Back is flat. Here we go. Pulling the elbow back for the hip. Smooth. Oh yeah, feels good. Woo! All right, little break, and we're going back to our push-up. On these push-ups, if you want to mix up your hand position, go ahead. A little bit narrower, a little bit wider. All right, feel free to play with that a little bit. Here we go, nice and smooth coming down. Powerful coming back up. Control, control. Ooh, I'm sweating here, guys. This is good. I didn't think I was gonna sweat today. Ah, yes. Feeling good, like I should. Grab your red band, or whatever band that you have. All right, begin with a grip about shoulder width apart. Stand tall. Pull the band apart without bending at your elbows. Squeeze your middle back together, and then let it come back in. Pinch your upper back. All right, squeeze that mid back together. Ha. 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 All right, short little break. 1 round down, 3 to go. One round down, 3 to go. I'm gonna start with my row. Right arm, right leg is back. Back is flat, abs are tight. Chest is up. Pull your elbow back for your hip. Use your back muscles here, your pulling muscles. So this big muscle right here, that's called your lat, latissimus dorsi. A big, giant V-shaped muscle. All right, it spans from the back of your arm all the way down into your low back. It's responsible for giving most of us our upper body shape. So if you kind of see that classic V shape, all right, that's usually defined by someone who's established some really nice lats. All right, so that's coming for you. Here we go. Hey, push up. Think about letting your shoulder blades come together as you lower down, and then push your shoulder blades apart as you drive to the top of your push-up. Shoulder blades together, shoulder blades apart. Arms falling in at 45 degrees. The whole time on our push-ups, maintaining a little bit of tension on the abs. All right, so never letting our core go soft. Holding our position. Rows, opposite arm. All right, let's go ahead. Let's work hard here. Ready? Here we go. Smooth, powerful coming up. A brief little pause to the top. Control it coming back down. Thinking about your back muscles here. So thinking about what you want to work on. Very important. Always connecting back to what we're trying to achieve. What's the muscle group we're after right now? And that's what you're thinking about. All right, push up, here we go. I'm gonna go a little bit narrower on this set. Still, my arms are falling into 45. Powerfully pushing away, controlling coming down. Powerful pushing away. Control, power. Control, power. Once you got that down, you start speeding up a little bit. All right, so find the right amount of resistance for you. Ha! And get after it. Alrighty, guys. Alrighty, we got our band pull-aparts coming up. Band pull-aparts coming up. We're standing tall. Good posture. Ready, ready? Yeah! So we got our arms at about shoulder height. You're gonna take a grip about shoulder width. You're gonna pull the band right to the bottom of your chest. You're gonna pinch your shoulder blades together. So think about your posture. You're not arching back at all, you're standing tall. Squeeze the middle back, squeeze the middle back, regroup. All right, little break. 2 rounds down, 2 to go, 2 down, 2 to go. We're gonna start with our 1-arm row. One arm row. Got it in my right arm, right leg is coming back. Back is flat, here we go. Nice smooth pull here. Little pause at the top, control it coming back down. Drive your elbow back for your hip. Ooh. Feel your back muscles working here. You should not feel this in the front of your shoulder at all. We want to make sure the back part of the shoulder is working. All right, so the posterior delt, the lat, all that good stuff back there. Coming down to our push-up. On this set, I'm gonna go hands just a little bit wider. I'm still gonna imagine I'm ripping my paper in half. Arms falling at 45 degrees. Here we go. Control it coming down, powerfully pushing away. Leading with your chest, not your face. Core stays tight. Nice and smooth. Woohoo! Shake it out. Left arm row coming up. Left arm row here, guys. Right hand's gonna post. Left foot's coming back, chest stays up. Here we go. Hip. Smooth it out. Woo! Coach got quiet on that one. That was working. I love it. Pull apart, grab the band, hold it at shoulder height. At shoulder width. Shoulder width, shoulder height. Separate the band, pull the band to the bottom of your chest. Pinch your shoulder blades together. Yeah! Thinking about your posture. You're not wanting to shrug on this one either. Keep those shoulders down. Squeeze it, regroup. Whew! All right, final round. Rows coming up. Here we go. Smooth, smooth. Thinking about your shoulder blades, so think about that big scap. It's gonna kind of reach down towards the ground, and then as you pull, you're gonna pull that scap towards your midline. So it's gonna kind of wrap around the back there a little bit. Oh, did I miss one? I think I missed one. Sorry, guys. I think we missed a set of push-ups. Don't worry, we're gonna come back for it in a second. We're gonna come back for it in a second. All right, here we go. Here we go. Into our push-up here. Woohoo! All right, we're almost there. We're almost there. Left arm row coming up. We're in our final round, and then we're gonna get into some nice little core work here. Final round. Left arm pulls. Here we go. Left arm pull. Ooh. All right, we're gonna go push up, band pull apart, push up, done. All right, so I told you we're gonna make up that last push up. Don't think we're not gonna get it in. Here we go, push up, let's go. Ooh, I went fast on that one. I don't know if that was a good idea. All right, we're gonna go pull apart and then one more set of push-up here. Pull apart, one more set of push-up. Ready? Ha. Squeeze that middle back together. Keep your shoulders down. Pinch the middle back. No arching of the low back. Abs stay tight. Ha. Whew. All right, final set push-up, final set push-up. Ooh, ooh. Final set push-up right here. 5 seconds and we're on. Give me everything you got. Everything you got one time. Ha. Almost there, 7 seconds. Woo! All right, way to work, guys. That was awesome. That was awesome. All right, we're gonna be finishing with a rotational plank to the right, a dead bug, a rotational plank to the left, and then another dead bug. So I'm gonna bust my, my mat out here. Bench out of the way, band out of the way. We got Z mats. All right, when we do these rotational planks, what you're gonna be doing is setting up on your forearms. You're gonna have your knees bent at 90, then you're gonna roll your hips 90 degrees to the right. And you're only gonna go to your right side. So I'm gonna set up like this. I'm gonna roll to my right, reset in the center. Roll to my right, reset in the center. Notice my feet. I'm gonna start on the balls of my feet, and I'm gonna rotate to the sides of my feet, and then reset. After we do one set going only to the right, we're gonna flip over. We're gonna be getting into our dead bug position. Dead bug position, we're gonna stack our hands over our shoulders. Opposites are reaching away. We're gonna be alternating sides. Make sure your head stays flat on the ground. Make sure your lower back stays pressed into the floor. No arching the low back. Keep your abs tight on these. All right, so opposites are going away. Reset in the middle. Away, reset in the middle. And then we're gonna come back around, hit that rotational plank going to our left side, and then we're gonna go another set of dead bug. These are 30-second long sets. There's 4 total exercises, 3 total rounds. Last thing we're doing, let's have some fun, let's work hard, okay? Let's go, let's do this. Rotational plank going to the right. 5 seconds and we're on. 2, 1, here we go. Rotate your hips to the right, reset. To the right, reset. Ooh, quick transition. Dead bug, dead bug. Stack it up, hands over the shoulders, knees over the hips. Opposites are reaching away. A little pause, reset. Opposites reach away, pause, reset. Exhale first. Head stays relaxed onto the ground. Low back stays pressing into the floor. Do not let your low back arch off the ground. Stay tight. Woohoo! And then we're gonna go to our rotational plank, this time moving to our left. So setting up in our plank position, knees bent, roll the hips to the left, reset. Roll to the left, reset. You should be feeling your obliques a little bit more here. You should feel a nice rotation, nice stretch coming through your thoracic spine. All good stuff. Ha. Ooh, quick transition. Right back to our dead bug position. Ooh, this is gonna smoke our core here, guys. Stay with me. Exhale, opposites reach away. Reset. It's okay if you take your time on this one. If you're having a hard time syncing up the opposites, start by just letting a leg go out, one leg at a time. And then as you get comfortable with that one, go leg, and then as your leg goes, let your opposite arm follow. Just make sure low back stays on the floor. All right, man, that was one round right there. We got 2 to go. Woo. I'm feeling that one already. All right, let's get back to work here. Rotational plank going to our right. Dead bug after each rotational plank. Ready? All right, let's go to work. Rotate the hips, reset in the center. Keep a little bit of a knee bend here. All right, when you have your knees bent, it's just gonna put your spine in a little bit of a safer position. Allow you to do a couple more reps safely, which is the goal here. You should be feeling your core. You want your knees low to the ground, so even when I reset here, my knees are hovering maybe 1 inch away from the floor. Transitioning right into our dead bug position. Remember, if that full dead bug is too much, start with just one leg at a time. When you reach your leg away, you're thinking about trying to tap your calf to the floor. Exhale first. Yeah. Oh man, my legs look really white. Really use some vitamin D about now, huh? Jeez. Sorry, guys. 2, 1. Woo! All right, rotational plank going to our left. We're halfway through this thing. Halfway through the finish here. Ready? Roll the hips, good twist. Reset in the center. Roll it, good twist. So take your time as you hit that rotation, nice and smooth. Core staying tight. Ooh, I'm starting to battle here a little bit. This is good. Whew. All right, dead bug position. Dead bug position. Last one for our second round. I didn't think we were gonna make it for a second. Opposites reaching away. And then when you get to that full end range of motion, get a little pause, reset. Pause, reset. Whew. All right, last set here, guys, last set. We're almost done with this thing. We're almost done with this thing. We're gonna roll right, we're gonna dead bug, we're gonna roll left, we're gonna dead bug, and that's it, it's over. All right, stay with me on this. Come on. Come on. Come on, we're battling today. We're battling today, let's go to work. Roll right, reset center. Roll right, reset center. Ooh, coach is getting quiet. I can't help it. I'm working, guys, I'm telling you. I'm in the trenches. I'm battling. I'm down here with you. I'm working hard. All right, this is work here. This ain't fluff. I can't fake this stuff, man. I can't fake it. No way around it. Gotta do the work. Ah, I love it. Woo! All right, guys, 2 exercises left. We're almost there. You can taste it. The sweet taste of victory. It's upon us. Let's go. Rolling left. Roll the hips to the left. Reset in the center. Think about keeping your core tight. Think about pushing your forearms into the ground. Start on the balls of your feet and then roll to the sides of your feet. Balls of the feet, sides of the feet. Stay tight, stay square. Woohoo! All right, let's finish this thing. Last set of dead bug. Last thing we're doing, then we're gonna stretch. Ready? Here we go. Opposites, reaching away. Big exhale first. Squeeze your abs second. And then lastly, reach your arm and your leg. Make sure the low back stays pressed into the ground. Keep your head relaxed onto the floor. Don't strain your neck. Don't strain your lower back. You should feel this purely in your core. Almost there. 3, 2, 1. We did it. All right, now we're gonna do some stretching here. So real quick, let's do some Cobra press-ups. I always like getting these at the end of a whole bunch of good core work. All right, so what you wanna do is start with a little bit of breathing. So I'm gonna rest my forehead on my forearm and just hit a couple breaths real fast. After I hit a couple breaths, I'm gonna bring my hands kind of outside my head and I'm gonna breathe into my belly again, and then I'm gonna push to the heels of my palms. As it feels good, I'm gonna work my hands closer and closer to my face and my shoulders. Making sure I do that big inhale into my belly first. Counter that move, little child's pose. Sit your weight kind of back on your heels. And then a little diagonal reach to both sides. Finish into a little cat-cow. And then lastly, 1 foot up, half kneeling flow, out, down, open. Out, down, open. Switch up, and then we'll repeat that. Out, down, open. Ha! Last one here, out, down. Whoo! Awesome work, y'all.